Folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Tyler Lockett, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
Fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. With the unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. McCoy got off to a good start in week 1, Charles. 10 carries, 81 yards. He had a really nice 31-yard carry. Showed a lot of burst.
A lot of people thought he'd be more of a pass catcher in Kansas City, and that will still develop because he does that very well. But as you mentioned, he's still got a burst, doesn't he? He can still run the football. 10 carries. About this challenge in Kansas City and thinks that he can help him get to the Super Bowl.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
43, 15. It's just me. Come back. Just me and you. Alert flat. Hey, Sunday.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Y7, let's go. Watch the screen.
Now it's Mahomes again. And the The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Spot. 15. Spot. No.
Here's McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this all the way down. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with
Soon
3rd and 1.
can't he play 2K emoji face with
And further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Under crunch. Tight guard. Yellow. Let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mahomes now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Bravo! 15, yellow. 54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
I got you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going up top. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 50.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They run it with Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Line 50, line 50.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out. Just
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here I come. Here I come. Check 37.
Yellow.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Throwing is Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On third and goal, Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 10th carry now for McCoy. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Mahomes now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Right there.
Now Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson going for the... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 54. Attack. Check. Watch 54.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
You got to go right here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch 54. Go, Tackle. Let's go.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. March, Charlie. March 54. It's our field. It's our field.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Got a jet mode, bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Hit on Max, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey,
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey.
Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Run. 49's the mic. Watch. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
First down, Mayfield. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check three. Watch, twist. Run. Under 10. 10.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he stopped immediately there. Desmond King making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
I'm coming after you. 49's the mic.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Mayfield finding Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. March 49. Here we go. Hey, Haywood.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And a short gain here down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Get off the field. Hey, Foxtrot. 58's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there. It Incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. And this a 39-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30. 10. A big play there by Gordon. 73 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This will be taken in at the 1. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 54 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 12.
Hey, 79! 79!
On second and 12, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. You're not ready. You're not ready. Bang, 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 bang.
Red Delta!
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, Delta!
On third down, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
180!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Alert 3, alert 3.
Up, up!
Alert 3.
Regular, regular, regular! Go, go! I got it!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That one goes for 24 yards.
180! You bet! You bet! I got it!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
180!
49 to Mike. You're trapped, you're trapped. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check 31, check 31. Check, check, check.
Red! Red! Split!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover. this 10-point deficit.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is more where I came from.
It's third down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Get that 180. Hey, bro, 80. Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Left. Behind.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Alert. Five.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Mayfield looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
0. Wait, 89.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the Chargers punter now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by OBJ. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch the pass. Switch it.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7. Hurry.
58, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. We always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Man open left side, it's Williams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yard. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like